I recently got a comment on one of my videos asking for help with a particular problem. And this problem was their dog was eating too fast and they needed some ideas for how to slow him down. And I thought to myself, well, this is a really good topic for a video. So yeah, I will definitely answer that. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the options that I have found that work really well for dogs who eat their food too fast. So subscribe now and hit the bell so that you hear when new videos just like this one come out. Now, most people know that you could use like a Con toy or some other kind of treat dispensing toy, but some dogs find that just the regular Con toy gets boring. And so I prefer to use what's called the Con Wobbler. I love to use the Con Wobbler, especially for this purpose, since it is a little bit more intriguing to all the dogs that I have worked with. And so if your dog gets bored with it after a little bit, try mixing treats in with their kibble so that it's a little bit more rewarding to search for their food at first. But what happens if your dog easily gets bored of that too? Well, there are so many other things that you can do, so hopefully you'll find one that works for you and your dog. But I suggest that you stick to something for at least a week so that you can see clear results in this experiment before moving on to something else. Okay, this might be a little harder for everyone, but it is definitely worth it. Do a training session with your dog's breakfast. This not only creates a stronger bond with your dog, but it makes them eat slower because they have to do something for their food each time. And most dogs that I have worked with find this even more fun than eating it straight out of the bowl. For starters though, I would definitely mix in some treats with your kibble to make it a little bit more different for your dog, and also start with stuff that they already know so that they understand that kibble can be used as a reward as well. And anything that's left over, you could either just let them finish in the bowl or do another one of the tips that I have for you today. I don't know how popular these are, but I found huge success when using them on my own dogs, and I've actually used them on all of my dogs. And they are maze bowls. They're basically a dog bowl that have little walls inside of it that make it so your dog's nose cannot go fully into the bowl, making it so that they have to lick the food out of the bowl instead of scarfing it. Make sure that you get a bowl big enough for your dog or puppy though, because there are some that are poorly made, and if you put enough food in it, it'll cover the walls and defeat the whole purpose of the bowl. On to tip number 4. This is a really good game because not only are you feeding your dog breakfast, but you're also providing him mental stimulation. Your dog will need to know the search game for this though, so I will put a link in the description and right up here so that your dog can learn that game. Basically, to teach this game, you're gonna want to have your dog sit in a place where he can watch what you're doing. Scatter some smelly treats and easy to find spots across the ground, and then tell him to search. Then your dog will go around and find the treats. Make sure he knows exactly where you hid them at first. This will introduce him to the game slowly and he'll grasp the idea faster. Make sure that you're also using smelly treats so that it's really simple for your dog to learn. Over time, you can reduce the value of the treats to your kibble, and also eventually you can put your dog in a different room so he has to use his nose to find the treats. And if it's a beautiful day out, you can scatter the kibble in your backyard and have your dog search for it. I would also highly suggest mixing it up with different valued treats and toys to keep your dog guessing. Similar to the Con, you can also get dog puzzles for your dog to solve with his food in it. There are so many different patterns to these puzzles that you can get several of them and switch them up so that your dog keeps guessing. Overall, I think it's important to stick to something for long enough that your dog understands the new routine, and to also incorporate some higher value treats in with the food to get him more excited about the new eating routine. These are some of the things that I would do to try to slow my dog down when he's eating. Now, you are free to mix and match them. So if you wanted to feed your dog's breakfast through training and then do a search game for his dinner, that would work wonderfully. So do whatever works for you. Have a wonderful day, guys. I hope this video helped you, and I hope to see you in the next one too.